emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the ground game. Makes him talk to the hand. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Direct snap. And some room to work. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Knight. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. The Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Cobb.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to throw, it's Knight. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Put it where only his could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this?
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Right back to the well. Sweet. Continues to fight for yards. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Back to throw, it's Flagway. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. That's a fumble on the play. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the 2nd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Creates a little space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's loose on the right. Touchdown Tigers. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive late in the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The give to the tailback. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll try to do it himself. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking to pass. It's Glagway. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Brown has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Shakes off the defender. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. After run, now throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll toss it to the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drives back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Lets it fly. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
That Auburn offense onto the field again. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeper. Running into the open space. Got enough for the 1st down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Cobb. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. It's a draw. There he goes. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Toss sweep to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He fires one deep down the right side. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Just keeps moving. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Knight. Complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Bryson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting a sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Sends it downfield. Makes the grab right down the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Trying the left side. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He might want another play. To the air. It's Lagway. He's going to fire deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back swinging with the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. That Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
As running backs have all kinds of success, now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A veritable Crimson Tide sends out the punting unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
First and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Crosses the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Off play action on first down. Gets away. Going to try to get it himself. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You're trying an outside run. It's a slow-developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely
looking for the end zone. Touchdown time! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Knight. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over